Hey there, welcome back. So, I recently attended this amazing conference in Mangalore called the Dermacon 2021. And if you're connected with me on Instagram, you probably have already gotten a sneak peek of what it was like. But this video is going to be a much more detailed account of the entire experience. I come from a family of doctors. My mom is a gynecologist and my grandfather is a general physician. So I've attended quite a few of these conferences as a child, and I did have certain blurred memories of what it's like, but this was my first time attending one as a doctor myself and not just as a guest. So it was pretty special, and I wanted to document the whole experience and share it with you guys. Apart from that, the reason I decided to make this video was to share with you the entire experience of what goes on at these medical conferences, what it's like, and how attending these conventions as a doctor helps you keep up with whatever is new in your field, and at the same time connect with other people, your colleagues from different parts of the country, your seniors who you've always looked up to. So it's a very nice opportunity to meet them and to learn a lot of new things. So if any budding doctors are watching me right now, I would really encourage you to attend these conferences and make the most of them, because it will help you and your career grow in a lot of ways. If you're new here, my name is Anmol. I'm currently doing my residency in dermatology from India, and welcome to my channel. Let's get started. It's a beautiful morning in Mangalore, and I'm currently at Rockwood Cottage, Mangalore, which I got through Airbnb. And now we're gonna go and have breakfast at Diesel Cafe, which is apparently a famous cafe here. And after that, we'll head straight to the conference. One of the best parts of attending these conferences is that you get to meet and attend the talks of some of the most intelligent, dynamic, and legendary personalities in your field. You've read their books, you've read their articles, you've seen them on social media, but to actually hear them speak live and be in their presence is inspiring to a whole new level. As a kid, when I used to attend these conferences, I used to detest this part of having to sit with my parents and attend these lectures. But funnily enough, it was these particular talks that I enjoyed the most this time.
My next example of a pigmentary disorder where the diagnosis comes from other findings is this.
You will be holding the dermabrader with both your hands. You don't need to hold the skin then. You can guide the dermabrader very well. So it will not roll on to the skin.
So every conference has these stalls that are mainly set up by pharma companies in order to connect with dermatologists from different parts of the world. And for us, it's a medium to explore the latest technologies, the new products and books in the field. This was the e-poster gallery. You must be aware of academic poster presentation and conferences. It's a way to communicate your research or any interesting case that you have observed in a short and concise format. Around 500 presenters from different parts of the world had presented these posters at the conference, and I was one of them too. I had presented the first case of a neutrophilic pustular eruption that we had observed following COVID-19 vaccination in a patient. You know, it's always nice to present such papers and posters and conferences. Doesn't matter whether you win a prize or don't, it's a good learning experience and an important part of building your resume. It's day 2 and we're headed straight to the convention center for a lecture that I'm really excited about. It's by Dr. Rashmi Shetty, who has been my inspiration while becoming a dermatologist. So I'm super excited for it.
Is a masculine man and a man who's not so masculine. So he has more softer features that you can kind of, a man who you would take home, man who you would, up there, again, flared angle of the jaw, lower, not so flared angle, but the chin is still square, and the guy in the center has defied all rules like we decided, right? He even has lipstick. But girls do find him attractive, which means he is masculine. Some seems to be very masculine, whether it is African, and that's European there, and from British. These are all top models. This guy is the American top model today. doesn't look anywhere masculine, isn't it? Look at all his features, totally different. But what happens when you come back to India? Across the generations, we have all said, oh my God, how hot all these men were. My daughter finds this guy hot. But across the generation, we still have a typical male face that we admire, isn't it? And this, who was very girly or a feminine face, wasn't accepted. He had to turn to a masculine looking face according to the typical standard to be admired and accepted. So therefore, when it comes to India, you need to understand we still are at a level where we like a masculine to be a certain way. So when you're injecting, as much as you know that there is an international concept where there's gender fluidity, in our country, we still like things a certain way.
According to the MD code for 5-point cheek V shape is CK1, which is zygomatic arch, CK2.
So on the eve of day 2, there was this nice cultural program that was organized along with a banquet. There was food, music, dance, DJ, and all the doctors just sort of let go of their worries and rocked it on the dance floor. There was also an open mic session for those who wanted to sing. It was a great night. We had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we had to leave the next morning, so that was the end of the whole 2-day extravaganza of Dermacon 2021 for us. So that was my experience attending my first dermatology conference as a resident. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it gave you a better understanding of the whole experience of being a part of these conferences and how it helps. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe and drop a comment below. You can also connect with me on Instagram for more similar content. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one.